A lot of people want to know how someone survives through prison being a NEUTRON, which is someone who doesn't gangbang. How do you survive with having a jack? How do you survive without getting your shit took and everything like that? Is it even possible? Y'all must have forgot who I am.
Chain gang, niggas, how we living, nigga. Walk around and feel like we own this motherfucker, nigga. Straight up, Davey with it, nigga.
Fuck you, man.
And that's a baby banger right there. Take a nigga life quick, though. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all some shit. Don't get me in trouble, though. I'm just saying, though. Y'all ain't the only ones out there getting that real money. Well, everybody, it's my new baby right here. What's up, nigga? What's up with these hoes, man?
My dog KFROG is the only one that I know that these bitches are fucked up about.
What bitches?
And all these staff CO bitches.
Man, fuck the police, frog.
Fuck the police, nigga. Fuck they got going on. Then we finna turn up, man.
Yeah, you missing one thing though. Where the machete at?
Hey, what you told him to get him that nigga hand?
Oh, hell
I don't
no.
even know you niggas anyway.
God.
Well, as you see, y'all, it is count time. Fuck wrong with that cracker, man. Turn around, get him on candy camera. Ain't got one on this side, man. That's how we rock Kfrogtv, nigga. Good morning, world. From KFROG. I mean, y'all could call me Michael Myers. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Man, y'all niggas get your fucking ice up, man. That's what you gotta do, man. Get your fucking ice up, man. We in this bitch vibing, man. Davey, show y'all how a nigga living in the chain game, man. You gotta live like a boss, man. Straight up, man. Soups for days, man. Beef stew after beef stew, man. Cheese squeeze game, man. Cookie down there, man. Chips out this fucking world, man. Batteries on deck, man. That's how a nigga really living, man. Davey with it. War ready. Hold down, man. Suitcase this, my cell phone, and my charger don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see you ass, you gon' leave airlifted.
What's up, y'all? You already know, man. Kfrogtv back in the building. Y'all go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can see it first. If your bell's placed on personalized, make sure you recheck it and place it on all. Therefore, you'll receive all notifications. All right. Now, a lot of people, want to know, is it possible for a NEUTRON who isn't affiliated to actually survive making it through prison, having a jack or money, a locker full of canteen, shitload of money on your books, any of that? I'm here to explain to you it is possible. And how do I know? I'm living proof. Been through it. Went through it. But does that mean that I didn't see people get robbed? I didn't see people get their shit took? Of course. Of course I seen that happen to other people. Everyone's ride is a different roller coaster. Everyone's going to go through something different. No one's shit is going to be completely the same. You can't compare my bid to what you went through in prison, just like I can't compare my bid of what you went through in prison. You feel me? It's the same thing. But you can make it through prison being a NEUTRON, which is someone who is unaffiliated, as long as you were down to rock out. As simple as that. Okay? It is possible. Now, did I get tested by different people while I was in there? Of course. You think someone's going to just have things like that, things that cost so much money, so much valuable shit, and no one's going to test you? Hell no. Anyone will get tested. Even gang members. Gang members get robbed and beat up by gang members. Feel me? There's even NEUTRONs that will rob and beat up a gang member. Prison is a dangerous world and all. So it really doesn't matter if you gangbang or not. Because I done met some people who don't gangbang that were rocking harder than some gang members. And as y'all see here in the free world, we know, I'm pretty sure everyone knows someone who's a gang member that we know is straight certified soft. That is not living like that. That is a pussy that became a gang member for no reason. They won't bust a grape in Welch's backyard, like I said in my previous video. Straight up. Or they won't bust a grape in a fucking food fight. We know this. You get what I'm saying? Pick and choose faces. Pick faces. Came home for protection. Or whatever the hell they came home for. Don't even know if they're truly a real gang member. You get what I'm saying? They standing by something that already had a name with a group of people. Instead of trying to put on for theyself. Like I did. KFROG from Davey. Unaffiliated. You feel me? But was it easy for me there in prison? Sometimes were harder than the others. But I never, not one time, had someone try to rob me. Not one time. But I witnessed it happen to other people. That just means they looked more vulnerable. They were more weaker looking. They looked like the weakest link. You know what I'm saying? So it is possible that you can have 20 people that have cell phones at a compound that are not gang members, and all 20 of them can get robbed. But it is also possible that you can have one person that is an unaffiliated at a compound that has a jack that no one will dare try to rob. And that's how it was with me. Did I have people ever question like, oh boy, a nigga will take that from you? Never. Not one time did someone come at me like that. Okay? What it is you have to gain your respect. When you gain your respect, you're going to get so much love shown to you by all different gangs, because there is so many different incidents occurring and going on in prison, but majority of it is expected because these are gang members. It isn't expected by someone who don't gang bang. First thing they start looking into is, okay, does he bang? No, he doesn't. All right, well, that boy rocking out. Boy, he ain't in no gang. Nah, okay, well, who he running with? No one. Did he get X'd out? Was he in a gang before or something like that? Nah. So then they go to liking you like, damn, okay, that boy, he about his issue, and and he really don't need nobody. He puts on for himself by himself. That's exactly what I wanted to do, because that's how I've always did it my whole life. No matter where I went, I've always been outnumbered, So I just felt like I'm going to be me. Whoever likes me, likes me. Whoever don't. At the end of the day, I'm not here looking for friends. I'm here to knock out my time. You feel me? So as long as you're there knocking out your time and you're continuing to be yourself, you ain't got shit to worry about, because you're not trying to be something you ain't. And that's what I did. I was just myself, which just like on the streets, everyone's fucked up about KFROG. Everyone that I meet vibes with me. And I tell everyone the same shit. The only people that I catch beef with and the only person that I'd probably end up fighting while incarcerated is someone who don't know me. Because once they get to know me, they're like, man, that's the coolest white boy I ever met. White boy cool as hell. He funny as fuck. And he gonna grid if he gets into some shit. That's just how I always been. You feel me? What's an ass whooping at the end of the day? Nothing. I'll rock a black eye if I have to. You feel me? But at the end of the day, you can survive prison being a neutron. Straight up. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to be, not fucked with, because you will. Because like I said, even gang members get fucked with. But it is possible. All you got to do is basically, make your way up the ladder to where people respect you and fuck with you. It isn't like you're going to go to prison and the day after you get to prison, you just up and get a jack and have 5 lockers full of $100. No, it's not going to work like that, clearly, because you got to learn the routes. And then throughout the process of you learning the routes, you're going to learn who that is, him, her, that, all them. You're going to know the difference in which officers are straight, which officers ain't. You get what I'm saying? You're going to know, okay, that officer right there, she's straight. She ain't really booking people. But then you're going to know, oh, well, that one right there, she's a piece of shit. She catch you even sign language, and during count time, you're going to confinement. Like, you learn it all. You feel me? So you're gaining your respect off of the littlest situations while you are serving your time. It's basically what you're doing. You'll literally be in prison and the littlest shit can occur. You could be on the rec yard and you get in an altercation over a basketball game. And then however that altercation turns out, you think it's between you and this one dude only. But really, all eyes are on y'all. You think he's not going to tell people? You think someone's not going to hear a different side of the story about you? So it's all on how you carry yourself, because seeds plant trees. So anything you say or anything you do is like you're planting seeds, because down the line a tree will grow. That's just what it is. You feel me? So if someone comes up to you and is like, going to talking disrespectful to you and shit, but then it dies down. It's not really nothing. Oh, you let it slide. He didn't really say nothing too disrespectful. But what he did though is he planted a seed though, for that tree to grow. You see what I'm saying? And then if people start hearing he disrespected you, or even looked at it like, oh, you didn't even stand up for yourself against that person, they're going to look at you like, okay, that makes you one less of a link. That makes it to where, okay, we've seen how he reacted when bruh tried him on the rec yard. You get what I'm saying? You got to always be ready to rock out, stick up for yourself. That's simple. Because at the end of the day, you're all you got in there. Even if you got brothers and you're in a gang, you only got yourself. Because them gang members, bro, only want one thing. And that's numbers. So everyone can feel like they're on top. Straight up. A lot of the gang members I met in prison were really living like that. The ones that I was locked up with was really living like that on some violent shit. You feel me? Real deal violence. Okay? Other gang members I be seeing that been to prison before, I be looking at them like, boy, I don't even know how they skated through the cracks. I don't know how they made it. You know, like, that makes me feel like where they were at, not that the camp wasn't ratchet or wasn't like living like that. It's just where they were at. By the time the ratchetness cranked up, them people were under the radar. Them people were a nobody and weren't even putting on until they realized how many numbers they had, until they realized they got these brothers. Now they can act like they somebody, you know? And I seen this shit with my own eyes in Florida prison. And I've been to 3 adult camps, not just 1. You feel me? I've been to 3. You see what I'm saying? So I know the differences and the differences in the vibes and the environment. But when you hear people saying a neutron won't survive prison with jacks, that's just straight bullshit. Because I'm living proof. I'm alive. And my footage shows it all. You feel me? And if someone tries to test you, you know, while you have a jack and shit like that, you got to be ready to go. You got to be ready to, you know, handle up. Don't even get a jack if you ain't willing to go in behind that. Because you're talking about $600 to $650. Some camps you go to, you can get them for like $3. That just means that they're common. They're not that expensive. Some other places got them for only $75. But when you go to a place where the price is $600 to $650, the cheapest you'll get's $500, $550. You're gonna go in behind that. And people know it ain't gonna be, oh, I'm just gonna take that shit. It ain't gonna rock like that. If I invested that type of money in something like that, you best believe I'm gonna go about it. I'm gonna go in behind that. I'm gonna go to CM behind my jack. There's no way I'm not gonna go to CM. You feel me? Now, would people have tried to rob me if I didn't have knives? I mean, maybe. Who knows? You'll never know. I could say, yeah, probably they would have tried. But at the end of the day, being in prison and having a jack, who's not going to have a knife? So what? Would I be wrong because I had a knife? No. That's all you see. Everyone's got one. So why not have one too? Right or wrong? You would need one at the institutions I was at. Even if you didn't have a jack, you would need a banger. Because everyone has one. If you go to get in an argument with someone and shit, 9 times out of 10, it's going to turn into a knife fight. It's not even going to... Niggas ain't going to line you up like that. People make people line you up. That's why when I got in fights in prison, majority of the people I got in fights with were gang members. And their own brothers who were above them, their heads, made them say, you're going to get him a one-on-one. Why though? Because I had respect. My face card was good. You understand? And I literally asked for the head up. It ain't like they went and told their brother, oh, I got beef with this white boy down here in D-Dorm. Blah, blah, blah. No, it's more like the white boy from D-Dorm slid to the head and was like, hey, bro, check this out. I don't want to disrespect your nation, but I want a one-on-one with one of your brothers. That right there gains you respect. That makes it to where they look at it like, boy, he a soldier, dog. He handled his own. Because just by you going and hollering at a gang member like that, saying you want to hurt one of their brothers like that, they can literally put you on a plate. They can literally, you know, squash the beef and everything, say, oh, it ain't nothing, bro. Nah, bro, you good. I'll make sure it don't happen no more. And then drop a couple $100 on your head and have one of their crash dummies come get you. That's how easy the cycle is. So for me to be able to get head ups with different gang members and not get ate during the process shows they truly respected me. And that's what it is. You feel me? And now, for instance, when I first landed at Charlotte CI, right? I was there, I was vibing. I was in E-Dorm. When I was in E-Dorm, I was in E-Dorm for like a good 6 months, which is a T building. I mean, it's a butterfly building. After I was in E-Dorm, I finally got moved into D-Dorm, which was the open bay. So after about a good, I say 15 months, finally, King Shine came. I met King Shine, we started vibing. You feel me? But before all that, I met Stunt, the Blood. If y'all remember Stunt, I had him on 1090's page. He interviewed, well, 1090 took it down now because he's a hoe. But anyways, Stunt, you feel me? Like, he was a Blood. You're gonna meet different gang members in general. It doesn't mean people didn't mess with you because you hung out with that gang member. Or that gang was protecting you. That's all bufu. That's all bullshit. Because gang members leave their own brothers in that water when shit get real. Gang members leave their own kind in that water when shit get real. You feel me? So it just 9 times out of 10, anyone you meet in prison is affiliated. Because they feel like if they come home, they won't be fucked with. And that's what a lot of people do, is they come home to a gang because now they got a group. They're an item as a whole. You see what I'm saying? Rather than being out there in that water like by yourself. But I did a 5-year prison bid. I caught 5 years in Florida State Prison. 60 months was my sentence that I received. And I never became a gang member. And I had respect from all different gangs. When I was at Calhoun, in G-Dorm, Gangland, G-Block, I was in there with like 17 Zoes from down south where I'm from. They fought with me because I was putting on, and I'm their home team. You feel me? I had respect from mad people from Lauderdale, from Pompano, from Deerfield, all that. And they fought me 1,000. Any altercation I get in, they make sure I get a head up. That's simple. Because I would get in there and grid. It ain't like I'd ask them, hey, bro, I'm finna fight, bro. Can y'all make sure I'm straight? No, it was never nothing like that. It was just that they fought with me to where when I go to head and I tell, bro, tighten up, nigga, catch the wall. And then when we go to squaring off, if anyone else get up like they gonna do something, then I got my dogs that gonna rock. Like, oh, boy, it ain't nothing about Frog. And then I even had the West Side Bloods. Feel me? The 4-5 Bix Pyru, the Bounty Hunters. All them. I had all them that fought with me like that. You feel me? Like all West Side Bloods. They was going to rock about me. At Calhoun also. So I had them sliding. Like, what's up, dude? What's going on, boy? I'm like, shit, y'all already know, boy. Like, everyone fought with me. You know what I'm saying? I went to Charlotte. East Side Bloods fought with me 1,000. The Kings fought with me 1,000. The Zoes fought with me 1,000. The GDs fought with me 1,000. And the West Side Bloods, 1,000. It didn't matter what it was. Anytime I go to get a head up, they fought with me. You feel me? So you can survive prison being a neutron and having things. It's all on how you do it. You feel me? People say, oh, don't be showing people what you got. You know, don't let no one know. Oh, if you got this, you can't let no one know or they gonna take your shit. Nah, that is not true. It all depends on where you're at and how you done put your face card out there. That's simple. It isn't like, oh, if you're not gonna just go there and just show everybody everything you got. No one would do that. Gang members won't even do that. Straight up. Gang members won't even do that. And as much as, you know, people want to talk and shit and talk bad about neutrons, you feel me? The funny thing is, in prison, majority of the true playmakers are unaffiliated. That'll blow your mind. Straight up. The ones that got that real check behind them walls isn't always a gang member. The ones that's making that real money isn't always a gang member. You feel me? Them gang members be running around trying to rob people, feeding for K2 and feeding for to get high and stuff like that. Meanwhile, you got the other people who don't gangbang, who got jacked $600 phones, making money on the wire, stacking up, doing what they got to do. You feel me? That's what it is. You got like a lot of gang members, they get flipped by their own brothers because they're chasing a high every single day instead of chasing money. And that's what happens. This is like really, truly what goes on. But every camp is different. You know, like some camps I've been to, it's forbidden for gang members to even smoke K2 while they're in there, get high any type of way. And then it's mandatory to go to rec. It's a mandatory workout. It's mandatory as soon as the doors pop open, they got to wake up because they got to be on their P's and Q's when them doors are open. all that. But then you'll go to another camp and you'll notice they're all getting high. They're separated. They're all like, no one's sticking together. No one's going to wreck. They get high all day. They have no structure. That's what it is. Their structure, there isn't one at a camp like that. You see what I'm saying? And then you got it to where there might be, for instance, 4 sets of G's on the compound. Let's use GDs as an example. There might be 4 different kinds. You can have a 7-4. You can have a damn maniac. You can have a MLD. Well, a maniac is an MLD. You can have a 7-4, MLD, a damn insane, and a superior. There's 4 different kinds right there. You could have all of them on the compound. And you know what will happen? Do they all stick together under one head? No. They will actually have individual heads. Or they'll have other ones telling them, boy, you gonna fold that shit and patty cake on over to this now. And not start knocking them down to where they all fall up under one. You get what I'm saying? So when you're not a neutron, you don't have to worry about shit like that. I went in being KFROG from Davey. I came out being KFROG from Davey. That's simple. I didn't go in there being KFROG from Davey and then started repping Bloods. And then got into it with my own kind. The whole time I was in there, they were trying to kill me, the Bloods. And then I came home. And now I'm KFROG from Davey again. No, that is not me. I'm the same person I was when I went in. You understand? Now, my advice, though, is for anyone who may go to prison down the line. You know, if you're a neutron, you're not affiliated. Don't just go and buy a cell phone. Don't just have lockers full of shit. None of that. You know why? Because you want to peep your surroundings first. I always learned at a young age, literally, as soon as you get to a camp or a county jail, get put in any dorm, anywhere. I was the same way when I was in school, when I get put in the classroom. I always kept quiet. I spent 2 to 3 weeks of just observing. I see who's who fucks with who. Boom, boom. I peep handshakes, all that shit. I see it all. Don't mean I ain't gonna speak or I'm gonna act different or I'm in my shell. I'm gonna act all like I'm walking around with my damn tail tucked. None of that. I'm myself. I still walk around and still carry I don't worry about what everyone else has got going on. So they look at it like, oh, he's in his own world. When in all reality, I'm really paying attention though. See what I'm saying? Play dumb, but not really a fool. Until you learn the ways around, see who's what. And the littlest thing is going to open doors to where you start meeting people. You might have a spicy beef soup, and the damn dude who's like the head on the compound of a gang might have a chicken soup. And he's in your dorm. And he might be like, man, I'm trying to change this chicken soup, man, for a spicy beef, bro. Or he might not even make the announcement like that. He might just see you have it in your hand, you're about to go cook it, and he be like, hey, bro, hey, what's up, bro? You want to trade me chicken for that one? I'll give you chicken for that one. And you're not thinking nothing, shit, it's just a different in the flavor. All right, I call that. Boom, your face, you just got your face noticed by the head of a gang, and you don't even know it yet. Does that mean he's going to rot with you and make sure you're straight and all that? No, not yet. Of course not. But that's going to make it to where he fucks with you. There ain't no... You're one step closer than someone he didn't know. You see what I'm saying? And it's going to be just like that. And then slowly but surely, he going to start calling you by your name. Hey, Frog. Hey, Kfrog. Like your name going to get around and people going to make you know. You know what I'm saying? You'll know the right time when you want to bubble up and crank up. Because no matter where you go, there will be someone who will want to try to rob. But it doesn't mean they will do it. And it doesn't mean that but I'm guaranteeing you it will go through someone's head. Jealousy. Like, damn, how come he got that shit and I don't? Like, I'm over here, man, I done wet people, probably got scars and shit, dog. I done been through all this shit. And then you got this white boy right here who don't even gangbang that has a jack. That has a phone, bro. You feel me? Like, I want to go take that shit. But they got to be careful who they say it to because then word can travel. And when word travels, it can come back to me or whoever the person is that we're speaking about. You see what I'm saying? And then what you could do is, if you really wanted to do some bullshit, if word got to you that old bro was talking about he want to rob and all this different shit, if word got to you in time, man, you could do some bullshit and find a crash dummy or whatever and go ahead and put $50 to him on a PayPal or $150 or whatever to make it even worse and tell him, go ahead, hit that boy, get him up out of here. And now that same dude who wanted to rob you is walking around, don't even know you know, and he get hit up out of nowhere. He don't even know where that came from. But really, you just moved in silence because you found out that he was trying to come. He was just talking about he wanted to rob you. You see, you put that money on his head. Didn't even show your hand. And a lot of people don't know. Only you and the person that did the job know. The person that got wet don't know where the hell it came from. And all the people watching don't even know why he got wet. See, it's all about doing it, you know, militant, strategizing. It ain't always like you got to show your hand and be, oh, what's up? Tighten me up then. You ain't always got to do that. You don't always got to do that. Because I know one thing for sure, two things for certain is them real bosses, they move like this. That's simple. And that's what it is. You feel me? And then gang members do that a lot too. Like I said, the heads will be cool with you. They'll act all cool, like, nah, you good, bro. Yeah, bro, nah, dog, he won't do it again, bro. I'm gonna holler at my brother right now, bro. And then send a hit on you. Straight up. I've even seen people pay people. Like a gang member owed someone that was a neutron, and he paid him his money or whatever, like off of a gambling or whatever. He paid him his money, and then 2 days later, he got hit. So the person who got hit never even suspected it came from the dude who just paid him. Yeah, that gang member lost the money, but he still got hit. He still got him hit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they do things to keep their face clean at the same time. And it does happen to people that are neutrons a lot. It does. Don't get me wrong. I've seen it. I've literally witnessed it. But it doesn't mean that someone can speak for everybody. Just like I can't speak for everyone and say any neutron can get a cell phone. Any neutron can survive prison without getting robbed. Just like these other faggot ass YouTubers, they can't say and speak against all neutrons because they're gang members. They can't be like, oh, ain't no neutron finna get a phone and not get robbed unless he's breaking it off or under protection. They can't say that. You feel me? One, because they're not a neutron. They submitted early. They have nothing to stand for now but the gang they came home to. You feel me? And two, they weren't there with that neutron. You feel me? It's not like they've seen every neutron locked up and they don't know who's made it through prison without being robbed or not. You get what I'm saying? And three, they would say anything to badmouth someone who isn't affiliated. Because to me personally, and to a lot of other people as well, becoming a gang member is one thing. And I salute all my gang members. I ain't got no problems with no organizations or nothing like that. You feel me? I fought with all the nations. You feel me? But someone who came home on the streets is more respected than someone who came home in prison. You see what I'm saying? Because it's different. It's like a different rank, basically. Now, as far as a neutron, you make it through your whole prison bid being a neutron, having jacks, money, making money, all this shit, a face card. Anyone you got in problems with, you gritted them. Whether you lost or not, you didn't care. You had respect. You feel me? You had respect as yourself. KFROG was respected as KFROG. But the other gang members are respected because of their gang. You see? There's a difference. When someone comes home in the chain gang, that shit isn't as respected as a neutron going through their prison bid without becoming a gang member. You understand? So, like I said, I would never talk bad about gang members, but they can't always speak against all neutrons because I'm a neutron and I've been a neutron. I just rep my neighborhood, Eastside DV, 39th Court, Trey 9 Gangster. That's my block. You feel me? But other than that, that gang shit is out for KFROG. I made it through my bid easily, okay? There were some days that were harder than others. Was there some fucked up situations I got put in? Of course. There always is. There's always going to be fucked up situations no matter if you're affiliated or not. That's just what comes with prison. It's prison. It's not supposed to be smooth sailing. There's going to be fucking bumps. That's what it is. But in order to survive prison, being a neutron, it's all on your face card. It's all on the respect you earn. It's all on how you carry yourself. If someone tries to get over on you about the littlest thing, you make sure you address that shit. Let them know it ain't nothing. You correct them. If they try to shorten you a couple cents, If they supposed to give you $1.47 and they give you $1.35, you straighten them. Like, boy, where my equals at? Go get my equals. Go get my ketchup packs, boy. This $1.35, boy. Like, straight up. Like, little things like that, they'll know, okay, ain't nothing to play with, you know. Because you have people that will come play like they're your friend just to find out about you. That's what you deal with in prison. You're going to have people that try to be your friend just so they can see if you're affiliated, just to see if they know how much money you end up racking in, just if they can see, you know, all types of different things. That's what they do. But you can survive prison being unaffiliated, being a neutron. If you couldn't, I wouldn't be making this video right now. You know, you get a lot of people, especially the ones that gangbang, that are on these other platforms that'll tell you, man, people are killing over them phones. People are catching life sentences over them phones, man. Ain't no neutrons ever gonna be able to, man, make it through prison with a jack unless they breaking it off or under protection. That's bullshit. Yeah, it's happening, but it don't happen everywhere. And even in places where it does happen, it ain't gonna happen to every single neutron. You feel me? Y'all gotta look at it, man. When it comes to all these different channels and shit, I'm the only one that made it through prison without being a gang member. Straight up. Everyone else, they're pushing something. I'm pushing Eastside Davie where I'm from. You feel me? So, of course, people gonna feel some type of way because who's the one out of Florida that's a white boy that doesn't gangbang? Frog. And who did it first with this footage? Frog. And no matter how many people hate it and don't like it, it is what it is. That shit stands there. That shit's stamped. The first to do it in Florida, KFROG. It made the news. You feel me? I recorded my bid and I'm unaffiliated. I'm living proof that you can make it through prison being a neutron with a cell phone, with money, with lockers full of canteen, off of just being a good person, off of just being a solid individual that will stand up for himself, not let people get over on him. That's simple. I'm living proof. If not, like I said, I want to be here making this damn video. Frog wouldn't exist if it was impossible for a neutron to make it through the Florida Department of Corrections with a cell phone. Straight up. I want to be here right now and someone else would be in there right now doing an elbow for bagging me. All right? So that's why I want to say it is possible. But like I said, my advice is for anyone who may go to prison or has a loved one in there that, you know, just got there, that's trying to get a jack or try to bubble up, try to make money, you know, as long as they know what they're doing and who they're surrounded by and what the mix is that's going on, then, you know, do whatever it is that, you know, rocks your boat. You feel me? But me personally, I want to just land somewhere and just bubble up within 2-3 days. You know, take time to observe because you never know what you're getting yourself into. Okay? And I had my jacks in some of the dangerous prisons in Florida. You can look up Charlotte CI and look at the mortality sheet and you'll see the years that I was there, it has the most deaths. Literally. So, like, I know as far as when it comes to getting these jacks and as far as where you can do it at. There's some camps that won't even be that dangerous that you can't do it at. Whether someone's telling a lot or whether the officers are so damn strict or maybe there's just no routes at all. Maybe there ain't even a DOT squad that works outside the gate. You never know where it is you land. Okay? You can land somewhere where there is no access to a phone other than the officers, and then the officers might be straight arrows working by the book. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and they're viso strict. Like, there's so many different things that you could land around to where you never know. It's not like, no matter how much you're rocking, no matter how cool you are, how much respect you have, all types of shit. If there isn't routes, there isn't routes. There's nothing you could do about it. You feel me? Am I the only neutron ever to go there and have cell phones? Hell no. But I know around the time when I was in there, I was at my camp when I was there, I was the only white boy neutron that had a jack on the whole compound. Yes, I could say that. Anyone else who had a jack that wasn't officially a gang member, they was like up under someone. They was like holding the phone. But me, I have my own jacks with my own money. That's simple, you know. So you can make it through prison with a phone being a Neutron. And like I said, my advice is, you know, figure out where it is, how it is, all the routes, everything that's going on. Stop listening to half the bullshit you hear on YouTube. You feel me? Half the shit you hear on YouTube from some of these channels be dead ass wrong. 100% wrong. You feel me? Because as long as they crank the notch a little bit and lie a little bit, people don't notice it. You get what I'm saying? So then when they realize that, they're like, oh, I could stretch the truth a lot now and just tell them whatever for the views. And that's what people do. My message is to tell people exactly how prison truly is down here in Florida. Straight up. Because I literally went through it, seen it, witnessed it, been part of it. You understand? So when I speak from the exact experience, you know, and I speak on how it was at the camps I was at. And for me to be at 3 adult camps, 4 reception centers, okay, I pretty much went through the whole state of Florida from the bottom to the top as far as the reception centers. I went through all 4 regions. So I kind of like have a feel of it. So when I break it down, you know, you can land at a camp and you'll already know what to expect and how it is and everything from your previous camps. That shit don't change. It doesn't change. You know, the only thing that changes is the inmates. You feel me? So, like a decade from now, people who talk about prison ain't gonna have shit to talk about 10 years from now. Because I know for a fact, you can go to confinement for 60 days. And when you go to confinement for 60 days, you come back to that compound's flipped and switched around just from you being in the box 60 days on that very damn compound. So imagine, 5, 10 years later from being out of prison, people still talk about what prison's like. No, it's not going to be like that at that camp you're speaking on no more. Like for instance, Charlotte, where I was at, that shit's CM now. It was CM before it became a general population camp. It was control management back in the day. That's why it was built as a CM camp. The way it was built and set up was a CM camp. So I used to meet old school people who been there when it was CM telling me how it was. Now I'm telling the world how it was when it was general population because it's CM again. You see? And then, like I said, half the shit you hear on YouTube from different channels be dead ass wrong. But me, I'm going to speak the truth about Florida because I know how it really is in Florida. I'm trying to let people know what it's really like in prison. I'm not just explaining just my experiences, or I'm not just trying to be a good storyteller. I'm not trying to read y'all a bedtime story about everyone else, you know, trying to break down fucking this dude's life, this dude's charge, this dude's that. I'm not trying to do shit like that. You feel me? Them people don't know if I'm speaking on them or not, so I'm not gonna. You understand? I'm not gonna sit here and read you a book. It's like reading a book. Go on Google, see who's been locked up for this, see who's been locked up for that, and sit there and just tell about it. Like, yeah, that's cool. You feel me? But did you know them? Were you locked up with them? Did you come across them in your path of being in prison? You know, like that shit to me, it ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm breaking it down to let people know what it's like if they ever go to prison. You know what I'm saying? And fuck all these other faggot ass YouTubers. Straight up. Because all them was on my dick when I was cool with them. Every single YouTuber I've ever gotten beef with was talking highly of Frog at first. They were all talking highly about KFROG at one point. Straight up, boy, they was on my dick heavy. And now when you start beefing with people, when y'all have a fallout shit about the flaw shit that they did, then the only thing they can do is try to talk shit and slander your name, tell lies. You feel me? But KFROG gonna always keep it 100 and break it down and tell the truth about this Florida prison shit. You feel me? That's why I stand out. Feel me? Because I ride my own wave. Just like I did before I went to prison and just like I did in prison. KFROG 100. That's me. I'm from Davie. You know what I'm saying? But for anyone who is a neutron that may be looking at any time or anything like that, just remember, do not join a gang unless you are fully committed with it. If you really want to be part of a gang and you really want to stand for it, then go ahead and join one. It's on you. You make your own choices. But just make sure you're fully committed with it, because you can make it through prison being unaffiliated. You can make it being a neutron. Straight up. And I'm living proof. Till next time, this Frog.